this is probably going to be the last mountain house review I do for a little while because I've got so much other neat gear I'd like to share with you. So in honor of this last mountain house video for a little bit, we're going to go a little old school on my stove today. I've decided to break out of retirement that I made over the springtime and actually winter. What's going to be my pellet stove. We're going to use this to heat our water up. It's going to take a little bit more time, but I've got all day, who cares? So I got an area picked out and I'm going to set it on a rock so we don't start any fires. Yep, I don't think we're going to use that rock. It's not flat enough. Let's go with this little guy right here. Oh, excellent. I'm going to level this up as much as possible. That's kind of the neat thing with sand. Pretty easy to maneuver. Okay, I'm going to be using some of my homemade fire starters. And I made a little hole in the bottom to put those in. I think usually one does it. Oh, there we go. One will usually do the trick. Uh-oh. I fixed the grate there's coming undone. You know what? We're going to speed the process up, and I think I'm going to shove 2 in there. That should do it. I better put in a little bit more. Now, what I use for wood pellets is I trim around the shop all the time, and some of the ones that are probably about a 1/2 inch to an inch in diameter, I just make into little wood pellets. They're probably about an inch long, maybe 1/2 inch diameter, and I set them out in the sun for about a week or 2, and it kind of dries them out quite nicely, and they make really great wood pellets. So let's load this sucker up. I usually like to fill it, let's go probably about half full. You don't want to put too much in there because, throwing you in there. Tends to want to smother out, and then a little bit later we kind of add more to it. Okay. Whoops. That's kind of unstable. Let's that up. That's a lot better. Alright, we're just going to light up the fire starter. There we go. And we're going to sit back and wait. It usually takes, I want to say, around from 10 to 15 minutes to get this fully involved and get the pellets good to go. While they're doing that, I'm just going to show you where I'm at today. I don't have a full day out where I can actually spend a night over, so I just kind of hiked in. We're going to have some lunch and take off. So let me grab the camera and kind of show you around where we're at. Yep, I am down by the river again. I really enjoy this hike. It's quite solitude. And the majority of the trail is covered up by trees. So even though it's about 100 degrees out, I want to say it's only about 95 under the canopy, which ain't bad at all. So come up here and we'll take a look at the trail. See that? Nicely covered trees. Look what I found here the other day. That would be a deer. The question is, where the heck is its head? And what would be big enough to kill a deer? A little concerning. Could be maybe it got hit by a tree and some wolves drug it over here, but you never know. But I got the good old machete with me, so I don't really care. Okay, let's go back down and see how our fire's doing. Oh, smoking up quite nicely. Oh yeah, won't be long now. Oh my God. This is like the coolest thing ever. This very rarely happens while I'm down here. There's a freaking barge coming up the river. Well, okay, sorry, coming down the river. This happens probably once a day, and most of the time I usually miss it or don't have the freaking camera going. I wonder if I can get this guy to honk his horn for us. Look at that. Is that the coolest thing ever? Let's zoom in here. Look at that. That is just freaking awesome. You ought to see him come through at the nighttime. It's even better. It's kind of really made my day. Okay, let's go see how the fire is going over here. Yep, it's the simple things in life. Yeah, I think we're ready. I'm gonna go ahead and get my pot set up. And oh, I almost forgot, I didn't show you what Mountain House product we're gonna be reviewing today. Okay, I got with me somewhere in the pack, Mountain House wraps. Yes, I got a whole bunch of these in, and I've been trying them out. This is chicken, a fajita, and filling. So let's see how much water they take. 12 ounces, about a half cup out of water. That's not bad. The less water it takes, the more water we get to drink later. And let me tell you right now, it's pretty freaking warm out. I just can't get over that riverboat coming by. That's so awesome. Alright, we're going to be using my old standby stainless steel pot. Works great for these conditions. And our fire is definitely ready. Dry off a little bit. A touch bit sweaty. Okay, 12 ounces. We're going to go... You know what? I'm going to go a little bit under 12 ounces on this one. Let's see. It'll be right there. That's the good thing about these Nalgene water bottles. They got the marks on the side of them, so you kind of don't have to guess as much or carry a measuring cup with you. That's good stuff right there. Alright, I'm going to throw it on the fire. And it usually takes the pellet stove, I want to say 3 to 4 minutes to properly heat up. And while we're waiting on that, get my lid shut in case I knock my bottle over. I don't want to spill the water. Let's go ahead and get this prepped up. Open it up. Take a look inside. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's seasoning. Nice. If I can get the dry pack out. It looks really good in here. Come here, take a look. Let's see what we got in here. Look at them big old chunks. That's impressive. Got chicken. I'm not sure what all that is. Looks like potato. You know what? Maybe we should read the instructions real quick to see how this works out. Okay. According to this, we're just going to add the water. Let it sit for 9 minutes. Drain off the excess water. Then you throw the seasoning pouch in there and you stir it up to eat. Sweet. It's going to be actually pretty darn good. Let's check on our water real quick and see how we're doing, see if we got bubbles yet. Yep, I would definitely say that's a roaring bubble. Okay, we're going to fill this up. I'll tell you, that looks good. This pot off here. Ouch. Ah, ha, ha. As usual, I burnt myself. So it's a little bit on the warm side. So we're going to use the towel here. The pellet stove works out really nice, and you don't have to pre-cut your pellets before you come out into the field. You can just grab some tree limbs that have been down on the ground and go ahead and slice them up. Alright. Gently pour that in there. Woo! I'm going to set this aside and let it cool off for a little bit before I decide to put it back in this little plastic container and put it in the pack. Get off there. That pellet stove's doing really nice. Okay, we're going to stir that up and find my spork. One spork. And let that sit the full 9 minutes. And then prior to what the instruction says, we're going to drain out the extra water. Ooh, that smells good. I have a feeling this is going to be one of the best wraps yet I've had. Let that sit for full 9 minutes. And while that's happening, I'm going to kind of talk to you a bit what's going on with my channel. As you know, I've decided to go full HD. Kind of need your help on deciding, because I'm going to build a system just for the video editing. And I can't decide if I want to go with a Mac or a PC. So your input would be, not 19 minutes, 9 minutes, there you go. Your input on that would be greatly appreciated if you could just leave your thoughts down in the comment box. I'd really like that. So we're going to let that happen, and I'm going to try to get my fishing pole ready and throw a line in while we're waiting for this to rehydrate. Yeah, I got my line in. Let's see how we're doing on time. That's about close enough. We got about 5 seconds left. I think we're good. Okay. Instead of wasting the water, I'm just going to pour it out in my pot right here. See how we hydrate. Oh, yeah. Nice. I'm going to pour it out in the pot and let it cool down, and I think I'm going to use it for a drink a little bit later on. Or more of a soup, it looks like. Very nice. Now, let's add the seasoning. Probably should take that off the pellet stove. Not going to cool down very well that way. Let's go ahead and stir this up. Yeah, still a little bit of water in the bottom. Probably should have went a little bit more or less on the water, I'm sorry. That's okay, because you can either eat these right out of the bag, but as usual, whoa, got some kind of ant thing going on behind me. I brought wraps with me. There we go. Got my little thrift store plate and my wraps. Little heads up on the wraps, you need to be kind of careful with these. I failed to mention that in a couple of my other videos, that they can go bad due to the heat. So if you pull them out and they're real soggy and real wet, that usually means that the flour is reactivated in them, and so if you eat them, you're going to probably get a little bit on the sick side, so I suggest not doing that. Okay, let's load this sucker up. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, there's still quite a bit of water in there. Huh. Doesn't that look good? Guarantee we probably won't need any salt and pepper on this. Look at that. Looks really nice. Okay. Let's see what we got. Based on a 2,000 day calorie diet, and I think I'm going through there. This is 1.5 servings, and yeah, I'll probably eat it all. The fat on there is 3%, so 2 grams of fat, not bad at all. Cholesterol 55, sodium 63, not bad. Carbohydrates 29, that's good. You're going to get plenty of energy that, and 10 sugars. And the protein is 26. So on a full day activity, I want to say you're probably going to get probably 4 to 4. It's about 4.5 of good energy out of this meal. So, with that being said, shut that up so the bugs don't attack my food. Let's bite into it and see how it tastes. I'll get my gloves off here. Kind of sweated on my hands. Here we go. I like it. Kind of spicy. Definitely taste the chicken. I guess there's some tomato in there, green peppers. Whoa! Easy now. That's got to be the biggest bee I've ever seen. And he looks pretty angry. I'm gonna have to say, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that a 10 plus. You know what? Let's see if the broth is clear. Kind of cooled down a little bit to see if we can drink that. Because I really don't feel like wasting water today. See that bee fly by? Look at that sucker. Big old bumblebee. Let's try the broth out. Oh, that makes a tasty soup. Hang on a second, I'm gonna finish this off. It's not bad. Okay, that's been my review on the Mountain House chicken fajita filling wraps, and you don't have to have a wrap to use those. And like always, I do appreciate your watching. Screwed up. Like always, I do appreciate you watching, and enjoy your comments. So, with that being said, thanks for watching. Time for some bonus footage. I'm going to show you that bridge I keep talking about. Right there. It's a local bridge, or actually the highway going into town right there. And I got a nice little boat ramp. And let's see if we can look and see where I hike in from, or hike down to. It's right there somewhere. And I'm kind of starting to see some rain clouds. I hope it rains and breaks up this drought we're going through. So there is your bonus footage.